What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to talk to you guys about 3 weird tips that you probably haven't thought of for basic training. Before I get started on this video, if you're not already following me on social media, Instagram and Snapchat, links are right here. Just letting you guys know that here at the beginning of the video, because I'm planning on doing something special for 20,000 subscribers, which is coming up pretty fast, and you need to be following me on social media. These 3 tips I think are actually going to have real benefits for you guys whenever you leave for basic training, when you get to reception and stuff. So the first thing, what's the first tip that I have for you guys? I actually mentioned this in my live stream, the last live stream that I did, and I thought, man, I really need to tell you guys this because this is actually really important. And that is, when you get to reception and you get issued all of your gear, make sure you mark all of your gear, right? So you're gonna get a Sharpie or something like that, and you're going to mark all of your uniforms, all of your gear, everything that is going to be issued to you that you're going to get to keep, which you'll know because everything you get issued at reception you get to keep, and you want to mark everything. Mark your socks, mark your t-shirts, mark your ACU, your OCP tops, mark your PC, mark your canteens, just like mark everything. There's 3 reasons why you guys are gonna wanna mark all of your gear, and I'm gonna cover that just really quickly. The first thing is people might steal your stuff. That's just a fact of the matter. You're gonna be strangers, you might think you trust them, but you're not gonna be best buddies with every single person in your platoon. So if somebody's missing a OCP top, they might steal yours. But if yours is marked with your initials, maybe your last 4 of your social, or just some way to mark the tags or something, then people aren't going to be stealing your stuff because it's going to be obvious that they stole your stuff. A lot of times when people do laundry at basic training, just to save time, they'll do things together. So you'll have your clothes and you'll have one of your battle buddies' clothes doing laundry at the same time. Then they might get mixed up. So you want to make sure that either one of you, hopefully both of you, has all of your stuff marked. Again, like your socks, your underwear, your t-shirts, just everything marked, so that when you do laundry, things aren't going to get mixed up. And then one of the other big reasons you want to mark all of your gear, all of your clothes, everything, is because if you haven't heard, sometimes drill sergeants like to flip lockers and they'll literally just throw things everywhere, and it does happen. It's probably going to happen to you at least one time at basic training, where your drill sergeants are basically going to just trash the room. And sometimes if you get it really bad, they might, if one person leaves their lock open, because that's generally when it happens, when either the room is really messy, like it shouldn't be messy, the barracks room, or somebody leaves their locker open. And if you leave your locker open, you, the person who left the locker open, is either gonna have all of your stuff just thrown everywhere, or if the drill sergeant's having a really bad day, they might cut open everybody's lock and just throw everything everywhere. And in one of the platoons at my basic training, they did that. They just threw everybody's stuff into a pile, and it was just a pain in the butt. And they had to literally just go through and try to find all their stuff. And so for the people who didn't mark their gear, who didn't mark their clothes, they had a rough time getting their clothes back. The people who marked their clothes, like myself, even though this didn't happen to me in this scenario, but if you marked your clothes, it was just really easy. It's like, okay, these socks, these underwears, these t-shirts, all this stuff is mine. My gloves, these are mine. It's just really easy to do. So that's gonna be a huge tip that's gonna help you out. It's gonna save you a lot, because people will literally go to basic training. You get issued 4 sets of uniforms, and some people graduate with only 2 sets because somebody stole it, somebody lost it, it got lost in the laundry. So make sure you mark your clothes. The next big tip for you guys might sound weird, but is actually going to help you out a lot. Well, it's not really gonna help you, but it's gonna save you from a little bit of trouble. And it comes in 2 parts. Number 1, you're gonna want to use the latrine every chance you get. And number 2, you're going to want to fill up your water source every chance you get. When you're at basic training, your water source, whether it's a canteen or your Camelback, needs to be full at all times. But you also need to be drinking that constantly, because when you're there, you don't want to get dehydrated, you don't want to be a heat casualty. So you want to simultaneously be drinking a lot of water and filling up your water all the time. And the reason I say to use the latrine, and if you don't know what a latrine is, all it is just the bathroom. So in the Army, we call the bathroom a latrine, right? So you're gonna be drinking a lot of water, you're gonna be filling up your water, and you're not always gonna have the chance to fill up your water. So if you skip out on a chance to fill up your water, if your Camelback starts to become empty, drill sergeants might smoke you because your Camelback is empty because you missed a session to fill up your water. So always keep your water filled up. Every chance you get, just fill it up, top it off. And then because you're going to be drinking so much water at basic training, you need to use the latrine every chance you get. It doesn't even matter if you don't really have to go, because sometimes you don't know when your next chance to go to the bathroom is. You just don't know. You might have a situation that comes up and you're like, oh, I really don't have to go right now. But then you don't get a chance to go for a long time, and you are constantly drinking water this entire time. And sometimes the drill sergeants might force you to drink water. They might literally just say, hey, everybody pull out their canteens and chug the entire thing. Or there's this thing that you do in basic training, which is one person yells out, drink water, and then everybody drinks water. So you're constantly going to be drinking water, which means that you're going to have to be using the bathroom. And this may sound really stupid to you guys, but you just really need to use the bathroom every chance you get and fill up your water every chance you get, because people will literally pee themselves at basic training because they don't have the opportunity to use the latrine, to use the bathroom, to go to the tree line. They're in some situation to where they're not able to just get up and go to use the bathroom. So you want to make sure literally every single chance you get, go to the latrine, because you don't want to end up peeing yourself. Because sometimes you might be in a classroom scenario and the drill sergeants give everybody the chance to go to the bathroom, and then you go to this class and they don't want you to get up. Maybe you have like your battalion commander or something comes by and he's talking to everybody, and you had a chance to use the bathroom beforehand, and during it you're not going to be able to just get up and go use the latrine. Like, you're not going to be able to do that unless you, like, I can't even imagine a scenario where you want to do it. You would literally rather pee yourself, and sometimes people do that. People will pee and poop themselves because they have to go really bad, but then they don't have the chance to go. So again, make sure you go. My final tip for you guys is, at the beginning of basic training, the first chance you get to go to the PX, whenever you can actually buy stuff, you need to buy Q-tips, right? You need to buy Q-tips, and the Q-tips is the things that you clean your ears with. And for those of you who have dealt with weapons and stuff before, you know that cleaning them, you know, you need a lot of supplies to clean them. It doesn't just take a little bit. And when you're at basic training, you have to thoroughly clean your weapon all the time. And you may not be issued the proper amount of gear. You're gonna be issued a little tiny cleaning kit, and everything else like baby wipes or Q-tips and all that other stuff, you're gonna need to get that on your own. So it's gonna make your life a lot easier. I'm just telling you guys to get a bunch of Q-tips at the beginning of basic training. Probably it'll be like literally the first couple days of basic training, whenever you get to go to the PX for the first time, or whenever you buy your shoes and all that stuff at reception, buy Q-tips. That's gonna be really, 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 really important. I am telling you guys, buy Q-tips the first chance you get. Don't even think you're gonna buy too much. Just buy a lot. Buy a lot of Q-tips. So those are 3 weird tips about basic training that I know you guys are gonna thank me later. Whether it's using the bathroom every chance you get, whether it's buying Q-tips the first chance you get, buying a bunch of them, or it's marking all of your gear whenever you get to reception. All 3 of those things are major things that are really gonna help you out. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. That would be awesome. If you wanna stick around for some more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. That would be even better. And again, if you're not following me on social media, go ahead and do that. 20,000 subscribers is coming up probably in the next couple of weeks, and I'm gonna be doing something on Instagram, so you're gonna make sure you're following me on Instagram especially. And if you wanna follow me on Snapchat, you can also do that. I post literally like every day. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.